Wow, it's another cold day in Toronto, Canada. Oh, it's very sunny, but it's cool, guys. All right, I have to just be careful the way I'm driving. So, guys, good morning, and thank you for joining me this morning. I'm on my way to work, and as you can see, it's a sunny day, but it's cold. It's sunny and cold. Sold. Man, these seats get very hot. So, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you guys had a really good Mother's Day. Um, I'm going to talk about something very controversial. You guys may or may not agree with me. You may not like it, but hey, that's what I'm here for, guys, to challenge my audiences. So one thing about Toronto, it's always full of traffic, guys. It's a town of, well, yeah, I wonder, I mean, is there any towns or any cities in North America that doesn't have traffic? I mean, apart from the outskirts, like Booney Land, the countryside. I mean, for the most part, most countrysides of most major city, most countries, whatever, it doesn't have traffic for obvious reasons, right? I mean, there's less people living there. It's less developed, less commercialized. So there's more kind of freedom. People are more in tune with nature. I'd say. Welcome, guys. I hope you're doing well. Happy belated Mother's Day. Um, I hope you guys had good Mother's Day. I know, unfortunately, some people may not have their mom around. Um, but regardless of what you did, I hope that you had a great day. Um, if you joined me yesterday, you'd see that me and the family went to a fair, a carnival, aka a fair in our neighborhood. It was actually charity, so it was a good thing. It's not, just celebrating Mother's Day. It was a good thing for charity. And so we are in there. We have a couple kids. They're 8 and 10, and we had a blast. They went on rides that I will not find myself on. Back in the day, I'd go on whatever rides. I don't care. But the last ride I went on Canada's Wonderland, it's called Drop Zone. And believe me, guys, if you don't like heights and if you don't like falling really fast, that's a nightmare ride. And so I went on Drop Zone many, many years ago, and that traumatized me so much. So I try not to go on any rides that's faster than I can run and taller than my height. And I also don't go into water deeper than my bathtub. You gonna be saying I'm a scaredy cat, but that's okay. We all have our preferences and levels of bravery or cowardice. So yeah. So anyways, guys, today we're talking about holidays. So first, somebody's saying hi. Well, hello, Kimani? I don't know. I'm doing well, thank you. How about you? How you doing, Kimani? And I do apologize if I say your name incorrectly. I'm driving, so I can't really look at my phone too well or too long. I'm actually on my way to work, and welcome to Skyfall, guys. My job is quite a drive. It's about almost 2 hours from my home, and so I mean, I usually go in a couple of days a week, but my boss wants me to be there pretty much every day, which is kind of miserable. But yeah, back to my story, guys. So yesterday was Mother's Day, right? And it's one of the biggest holidays around. I think worldwide. Um, I mean, yeah, maybe there's a few countries that don't celebrate Mother's Day. Um, but Mother's Day is one of the a massive holiday, next to Christmas, right? Um, and look, celebrating your mom is amazing. It's a great thing to do. Mom, brought us into this world, and they can take us out. But yeah, moms are amazing. I miss my mom. God rest her soul. Um, you know, I have my wife. I mean, she's a mother. So we went out. Got her flowers and try to show you love. You know what I mean? And so it's a good thing to celebrate mothers, fathers too. Um, but where do you draw the point of those type of holidays? Yes, it's a good thing, but it could also be a bad thing. And let me try to explain, right? So, the good side is, like I said before, it's your parent. They brought you here. They took care of you, and stuff and stuff and stuff. I know not everybody has, was fortunate for that to happen, but everybody has a mother. So the point I'm trying to make is, yes, mom, I appreciate you, I love you, but it could be a bad thing for people who don't have a relationship with your mom, or maybe have a like have a bad relationship, and when these times comes around, maybe their mom kicked them out of the house, or something happened, right? Something really bad happened. So every time Mother's Day rolls around, it brings back this negative feeling, this sort of feeling of depression and resentment, right? While everybody else is celebrating, maybe at work, I'll be like, "Oh, are they gonna get your mom for Mother's Day?" And you're like, "Oh my God, I don't want to talk to that lady." You know what I mean? Like, in that respect, it could be detrimental to some people, right? Um, and then you have your birthdays, you got Valentine's days, you got Thanksgiving, you got this, that. Like, where do we draw the line? And again, I love holidays. I'm a holiday guy. When the holiday comes around, I look. One of the things that I love about holidays is I don't have to work. You know what I mean? I don't have. By the way, guys, if you appreciate my vlog, please subscribe, and I'd appreciate that. So anyway, let me get back to my ranting, guys. So yeah, holidays are great because hey, I need some time off. We all need time off. We got Good Friday, and look, I know it seems a little bit cynical. I know it seems kind of like what are you talking about? Like Good Friday celebrate Jesus Christ. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know. But the other good part of it is I don't need to go to work. And look, no, not everybody's religious, right? Not everybody is religious, so that's the next thing too, right? I mean, these holidays comes around. Some people they, I guess I want to go in. They want to work. I guess I don't know. Because for example, I mean, I used to work for a place that have a lot of group of individuals that don't celebrate Christmas and all that, and they would work through Christmas. The plants would be open for Christmas, and they would work. They want to work. They want double overtime. They want the dough, the mullah. But that's an example. But back to my point. Okay, I'm rambling a little bit. Bear with me, please. So Christmas is for apart from the obvious spiritual and religious reasons, we celebrate Jesus Christ. The birth. Um, look, It's not about presents. I know that. Um, but it's a time for family to get together, you know, get the kids what they want. And again, yeah, I know it's not supposed to be about that. We all know that, or most people know that. Um, but on the other side of it, again, what if you unfortunately, lost your kid or something like that happened, right? Those holidays are really detrimental to people that experience traumatic, experiences with their families. Very detrimental. So that's the reason why I'm thinking to myself, should we be abolishing these holidays? I mean, nobody wants to get rid of Christmas. Nobody wants to get rid of, I don't know, Mother's Day. But how about Valentine's Day? Huh? Tell me that. How about Valentine's Day? Do you think we should? Well, which holiday? Okay, put in the comments. Which holidays do you think we can do without? Is it Valentine's Day? Is it Mother's Day? Father's Day? Is it Christmas? Is it Thanksgiving? Look, all of these holidays have some type of historical value. Some are a little bit deeper than others. We all know about, like I mentioned before, Christmas. We know about Thanksgiving. Some people will say, "Oh, it's rooted in pagan celebrations and all that." So there's many arguments to make. You can go down a rabbit hole. So the last time I went on a rabbit hole, you know what I found? Rabbits. Never mind me, guys. I'm just being silly here. But put in the comments, guys. Which holidays can we abolish? I'll give you before I talk about that, guys. I'm just give you a view. I'm just thanks for joining. I'm on my way to work. I'm on the highway to heaven, guys. And by the way, guys, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your love. I get, for some reason I get a lot of hate, especially when I do vlogs. Some people just, I don't know, could be bots, as they say. But to me, it's just jerks who just want to be racist or have some type of nasty thing to say just because they can. So try to be nice, guys. And I appreciate you guys so far. So let's go back to my rant about holidays, guys. So holidays, not only, maybe some of that should be abolished because of the issues that I talked about, the detrimental issues, um, people not having good relationship with their families, and like Valentine comes, you're single, you feel devastated because of a bad relationship in the past or whatever, right? You just don't want to be reminded of holidays at this time, right? That's one reason that I was saying, right? But the next major reason, and nobody can ignore this, how about the monetary weight of holidays? You got to spend money every time there's a holiday comes around. You got to be forking out a lot of money, lots of money. Like Christmas comes around, you got to buy, your family, kids, which is okay, right? I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that, right? But I'm just saying the fact is you have to be, spelling out cash, the dough. Here you go, your aunt, uncles, mom, dad. You're gonna end up spending hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars for, making people love you. Oh my God! And the thing is, some of those people probably don't love you, but you're dishing out the money. Here you go. You got a Kris Kringle or Secret Santa at your work. Yeah, you can give a mug. I don't care. You know, something to kind of bond, bond, James Bond. Oh my God. So, anyways, so I'll give you an example. So my wife is born November, right? So let me go back a bit. So my anniversary is in October, right? So I spend money for anniversary. And again, guys, please, please, please don't say I'm a cheapskate, complaining, whatever. I'm just trying to poke some feathers here. I'm trying to ruffle some feathers to see, what I'm saying is facts, right? It's facts. It's good. Number one, it's great to celebrate holidays, get some time off, bond with your family, significant other, blah blah blah, whatever, right? What I'm saying is there are other sides to this, and because of the other possible detrimental effects of celebrating certain holidays, like Valentine's, for people who have been traumatized by, your significant other, or whatever, then is that a sufficient argument to abolish holidays? That's what I'm saying. So don't call me a Grinch, a Scrooge, or loser, or boozer, or whatever. I'm just saying, guys. So let me get back to my conversation, guys. All right. So my wife is born in October. More cash, right? Maybe buy a diamond necklace. Maybe go to the dollar store, get a cardigan. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. So yeah. So I got like October anniversary, cash in a flash, whatever. November's her birthday. Cash, guys. Presents, cash in a flash. And again, I'm not saying I shouldn't do this. I love doing stuff like this, right? And February, Valentine's, cash in a flash. Okay. Kid's birthday, March, cash in a flash. Other kid birthday, April, cash in a flash, guys. My birthday's in May this month. So, guys, if you want to give me a early birthday present, hit the subscribe button, guys. So, my birthday, cash in a flash, May, right? June, I don't. Actually, yeah, my sister's birthday is in March too, right? There's a few birthdays I haven't mentioned. But anyways, June, I think I got a break, right? Whatever money I'm saving, I'll put in my car, my tank. Okay, I put the gas in my tank. But then I gotta rake it back out in July because I think my buddy is his birthday is in July, and his son's birthday is in also July. Cash in a flash. August, I think one of my wife's friends is her birthday. Cash in a flash. September, my sister. Um, I hope that cup doesn't come. Or so I give cash in a flash. Anyways, yeah. So August, September, October rolls around again, my anniversary. So that's what I mean. It's a cycle of cash circulating around. And yeah, it's not a bad thing per se to celebrate those things and show your appreciation, show your love. Obviously, there's more important things than money. It's not about the money, but the reality is holidays cost money. And in this day and age, nobody has money. Well, I don't. So, I'm open to donations, guys. But yeah, that's my argument. So put in the comments, guys. We have a very nice person here, Kilmani or Kimani. I'm so sorry, can't see your name. I'm driving right now. What do you guys think? Should we abolish all these holidays that's draining our pockets? Or should we just keep, celebrating the holidays to show our love, our appreciation, and keep supporting the stores that profit off our philanthropy? I don't know. But I just think holidays are way too. There's too many that may, well, there are just some that are probably not necessary. Like, I don't know, guys. I'm just saying. Just put in the comments, guys. Am I way off base? Did I just say a bad thing? Or is it true? Is holidays draining our wallets unnecessarily? And should we abolish stuff like Valentine's Day and I don't know. I don't know, Victoria Day? Why do we celebrate Victoria Day? It's about the Queen Victoria's birthday. I don't know, guys. I'm just saying. So thank you guys for joining. I appreciate you guys. I'm on my way to work. There you have it, guys. My hour and a half drive. try to take a different route so that I don't have to spend too much moolah. Well, actually, no, I don't want to be too late. I'm on my way, guys. I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. All right, guys. And guys, I usually do these live drives, on my way to work. And so, about 4 days a week, I'll, do these lives. So if you like these topics, sorry, please feel free to subscribe and also share this video. As a matter of fact, I didn't share the live to lose this hat, guys. See, much better. Mm. So what are you guys doing? Are you guys working today? Are you guys working from home? Or are you still home celebrating Mother's Day? And how did you guys celebrate Mother's Day? Did you take mommy out to dinner? Um, just stay home, cook her some nice homemade meal, or did you guys make her cook? I know some people do that, but moms don't. They don't rest. Yeah, well, I mean, not every mom. Some moms rest, but a lot of moms they'll cook for their kids on their special day. It's their birthday. That's what makes moms great, and grandmas, of course. Yeah, so you gotta respect your mom, man. So yeah, I don't celebrate I don't mind celebrating Mother's Day, but Valentine's Day, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I just think you can, save your money and do other things with it, and just stay home and celebrate. Like I haven't, me and my wife didn't, haven't. I don't think we've been to a movie in Canada. She's from the Philippines, and we've been married for about 10 years. And to be honest, we've never really been to a movie here. I mean, we got kids and stuff, so we're busy. We don't have time for doing that. But um, we did go to a movie you know, when we visited the Philippines in 2019. I feel I feel so bad saying this. Yeah, in 2019 we went to the Philippines, met our in-laws. It was such a wonderful experience. Um, and yeah, we seen I think the Avengers. That was how long it was. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's a long time. So we've seen the Avengers, with our family. Very good experience. Yeah, I mean, I've never been to a Filipino theater before. I mean, it's a very nice movie theater. The Philippines, just to let you guys know, has amazing malls. Like their malls are, better than the ones in, the U.S. or Canada. To some respect. I mean, it's just that they're bigger. There's more. Just got to put more effort into the design, especially during Christmas. I mean, I've never been there during Christmas, but I've seen videos of the celebration in September. So the Filipinos start to celebrate Christmas in September, guys. That's I mean, you know, that's I'm not saying anything bad about it, but wow. So if you go into the mall, starting September, you're gonna see Christmas decorations. Maybe a few. I don't know if they start the carol or whatever, but yeah, people start celebrating. So they love their Christmas. And even after Christmas, I think in January they have something called the Three Kings or Three Kings Day or whatever. So I don't know. I think it lasts for maybe a few weeks. So you're having at least 4 months of Christmas if you live in Philippines. Yeah, guys. Yeah, but I don't know if I think Philippines celebrates Mother's Day. And the Filipinos in the chat, does Filipinos celebrate Mother's Day, guys? I think they do, because I know, my wife does contact her mom and say Happy Mother's Day. So, and her mom has visited us before, but I don't think she likes the cold, so she flew back to Philippines immediately. I'm just kidding. No, she spent about a year with us, and amazing lady, wonderful lady, so happy, so full of love. I mean, her name is Nai. Hi Nai, if you're watching, hello, how you doing? Mabuhay. That's how you say hello in Filipino or Tagalog. Mab, is it? Yeah, mabuhay. I think it means welcome. So if you go to the Filipino airport, and I guess people say mabuhay. Yeah, but I had fun in the Philippines. But, yeah, and we went in May, which is their summer. So it's really interesting to see the different types of celebrations, like the different type of, I guess, seasons and celebrations. Like the thing is different. It's good to learn about like when summer starts in certain countries and their traditions and stuff like that. So the kids are out of I think they're out of school in May. Yeah, I mean here in Canada it's end of June, right? US I think it's the same thing. Um, but yeah, and it's really hot. Like in May, I think that's the peak summer. Oh my God, like I'm talking about 40 degrees Celsius or higher, um, which is like oh my God, that's like 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I mean, I don't know, or over 100, I think. So let's see, 140, 80. Oh my God, yeah, probably like I'm trying to do some calculations in my head. About 110 degrees. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, but all I know is the Philippines was very nice. We went for I think 10 days. Yeah, and we didn't really watch TV and anything. We were always out trying to explore the neighborhood. Went to the Mall of Asia. I did some cycling, and yeah, but Philippines amazing. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining. Please hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna end this live soon. I'll just kind of go over my main argument before I wrap this up. So we're talking about abolishing holidays. Yesterday here in Canada and well, North America, we celebrated Mother's Day, which it's usually I think the second Sunday in May. I think I can't remember, guys. There have been so many I should know this offhand, and it's it's a good thing to celebrate. Mother's Day, Christmas, and all those wonderful holidays. There's a dark side or a bad side to it in terms of, for example, for Mother's Day, for example, or Father's Day. What if you don't have a good relationship with your mom, or maybe she unfortunately passed away? Then it kind of stirs up some negative emotions that can be traumatizing or detrimental to you or to the person that issue occurred to, right? What if they don't have money to take each other out for Valentine's, and maybe they have a demanding family, like stuff like that. I mean, um, and I know it's not maybe a positive way to think about holidays. There's like I said before, it's a good thing. Oh, I gotta show you this van. Look at those wheels. That's crazy. It's a great thing, right? From my standpoint, yeah, it's a great thing to celebrate those holidays, to show your appreciation, love to your significant other, your family, and so on and so forth. But there's a dark side to that, as I mentioned before. Christmas comes around. You're spending so much money. That's one of the major issues too, right? Not only the emotional trauma from relationship issues, but it hits your pocket hard, right? I just said, my wife, she's born in October. She's born in November, but October is our anniversary. So, cash October, cash November, cash December. So, you know what I mean? Like, and again, it's a great thing. I don't mind celebrating, but realistically, this happens. It's a fact. So that's all I'm saying, guys. So put in the comments, guys. Should we abolish holidays? Are they causing more harm than good? Like, share, and subscribe, guys. if this type of content you like, because I do talk about stuff like this, in my live drive. Sometimes I just yap about my job being too far, blah 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 blah. If stuff like this you like, please subscribe. If you don't like this stuff, you can subscribe anyways. Yeah. So hope you guys are doing well. Appreciate you guys joining and showing some love. So thank you guys. So have yourself a wonderful day, guys. I'm gonna cut this live off. I've been yapping for 30 minutes straight, and I appreciate you again, Chimani, I believe your name is, or thank you for joining and commenting. Don't forget to like. So I think I have about next hour to go before I reach work. I'm gonna take the 507 because I have an early meeting. I honestly I don't remember what time my meeting is. But anyways, I left early. I left home early, guys. I have to drop the kids off to school. I hope I didn't forget something. All right, let's see, guys. On my way, guys. Oh, Montreal Canadiens. Okay. A Montreal Canadian flag, guys. There you have it, guys. A Montreal Canadian. I'm a Maple Leaf fan. Well, at least when I used to watch hockey. I don't know what sports anymore. I'm tired of these guys losing, and it takes an emotional toll on me when they lose. Staying up like 2, 3 in the morning to watch some away games, and then they lose. They can't sleep. Then I gotta go to work. What's up, guys? Welcome to my live. That is gonna end in a few minutes. Yeah, I think when you do lives, you can do as long as you want. Like, who cares, right? But I think half an hour to an hour. I mean, if I'm doing a live at an event like yesterday, the Mother's Day event, during the carnival or midway, there's rides and all that. You're walking around. You can walk around for a couple hours. No big deal walking around for an hour or two if your battery lasts. But if you're just sitting on yapping, you know you kind of get tired of yapping sometimes. So I'm entering the 507, guys. This this highway is expensive, but it does save me a lot of time to go to work. Cuts off maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes to half an hour, because the other highways, there's a lot of traffic, a lot of craziness on the other highways. So normally I take about 4 highways to work. That's how far I work, right? But if I take this one here, this cuts down on the commute, whatever, guys. So now I'm on the 507, guys. And on this time, a lot of people love to speed. I don't know why. I mean, there's a lot of lanes. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lanes. Yeah, it's a huge highway, but there's less traffic because you got to pay for it. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful day. Blessings. Thank you.